South Korea is not very big. Weird and perverted people are everywhere. When a real estate agent is a voyeur, then he has the right time and place. Zhengtai is such a weirdo. Although he has a handsome appearance, but he is really a voyeur. Taking advantage of the homeowner's trust, Sora often sneaks into the homeowner's house. He won't steal anything. It won't cause any damage. We will even repair the damaged items in the owner's home, just to satisfy my voyeuristic desire. In the end, he will choose something that he thinks is right for the owner. Take away the most useless items. As evidence of his visit, he even built a secret room for this purpose. For collection, items brought from home. This behavior of snooping into other people's privacy, it gave him a sense of being within reach. This day, Zhengtai set his sights on another target. The more beautiful the girl is, the more it makes him want to peep. Especially when he saw the girl eating sausage. But when sharing high-end food on social media, the desire to peek in the young man's heart became stronger. Action is worse than thought. Sora immediately took the first step of following. He soon found out where the girl lived. And in the mailbox downstairs, got the girl's name. Girl named Sora. Still a popular internet celebrity. On Sora's social account, Zhengtai understands his personality and is a single volunteer regularly, like brand name bags and various delicacies. The most important is, he also adopted many stray animals. This perfect personality has earned him a large number of fans. It also made Zhengtai's desire to peek at him reach its peak. After that, Zhengtai began to scout the spot. He wants to find out the pattern of Sora's life. Know when he goes out. My. After a period of observation, Sora has already figured out why Sora went out again. Sora decided to start trying to crack the door lock, but there are too many combinations of numbers. He can't figure it out in a short while. Moreover, residents of the same building often come in and out. He can't keep kneeling in front of someone's door, but Sora's brain works very quickly. After seeing the fingerprints printed on the phone screen, he immediately thought of a solution. After a night of waiting, Sora removed the film attached to the Sora combination lock. When I think of myself, you can peek into Sora's secret right away. The throbbing in Zhengtai's heart was almost suppressed. Can't wait to get home. Zhengtai immediately took out the fluorescent powder to make fingerprint lines on commonly used keys. But when he turned on the ultraviolet light and shone it on the film, it was like being poured with a bucket of cold water. The film is covered with messy fingerprints. They were not the ones he had imagined. A tube top. Brother knew desperately fiddled with your candy making. Although Zhengtai was discouraged, but he didn't want to give up. Every time you encounter a problem, he will come to his anthill. Look at the hardworking Group B. Zhengtai will become full of energy. What he didn't expect was, the next day, things took a huge turn for the better. The figure that haunts him. He actually took the initiative to find the sudden impact. The boy's consciousness was somewhat confused, but he quickly adjusted himself. After some communication, he also found out Sora's intention. He was leaving the city. Want to sell your house? Here. Zhengtai is simply overjoyed. I'm worried I can't get in. If this is delivered to your door. In order to make it easier for Zhengtai to take customers to Sora generously handed him the room card. The first time you get the room card, Sora sneaked into Sora's house. Looking at the messy dining table and the random throwing empty wine bottles, Sora hates to shout to Sora's fans. This is what your goddess looks like on a daily basis. After entering Sora's bedroom, Zhengtai saw many empty cosmetic bottles. These are probably the most useless to Sora, so Zhengtai still followed the process. I took the empty bottle away after taking photos. Of course, he didn't forget to check. Is there any damage to Sora's house? Misunderstanding of seeing the leaky head of the regulator. I just hate myself for not preparing in advance. New voltage regulator. To make your thoughts clear, he decided to help Sora unclog the sewer. As expected, a woman in the sewer. The most important thing is hair. European group training. After returning, Zhengtai watched Sora put on a delicate makeup on the internet, playing pitiful while enjoying the joy of knowing your secret. The feeling of knowing something that others don't know make him unable to extricate himself. The next day, Mrs. Zheng brought the newly bought voltage stabilizer. Opened Sora's door again. But when he went in, I was almost scared to death by the scene in front of me. Sora fell on the sofa covered in blood. Looks like he's been dead for a long time. Sudden impact caused a stress response. He subconsciously wanted to call 110. The numbers came out, but Zhengtai stopped what he was doing. I look like this now. If the police come, can I really explain it clearly? The overwhelmed Zhengtai chose to escape, but reason told him to call the police. Then, Mrs. Zheng contacted a young couple who wanted to buy a house. I plan to take them to look at the house at midnight. Thus, it can turn the young couple into the first witnesses. You can also get rid of suspicion. I wonder how. What's up? It looks like a clean and tidy room. Zhengtai's brain was in a trance. I clearly saw Sora's body. How come it disappeared? The only possibility is that the murderer cleaned up the scene. So when I went in, the murderer may be hiding in the room. More likely the murderer has seen him. With a worried mood, Zhengtai spent a few days in agony. No police summons received. I haven't received any threats from the murderer. Just when he thought the dust had settled, a red envelope shattered his unrealistic fantasy. Extreme fear quickly enveloped Sora. His body couldn't help but stand up. At this time, a phone call interrupted his rhythm. It is true that unlucky people get stuck in their teeth even
The
when
Queen
drinking
Mother is
cold
sleeping
water.
well.
I don't know who smashed the house. This is not over yet. When Zhengtai was about to restore the Queen Mother's portrait, a car ran out of control and rushed towards him. All kinds of weird. Let Zhengtai feel the malice from the murderer.